Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week. No, this is for 2024. Just kidding. So this is your yearly reading for 2024. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this turkey spirit says, give with grace and gratitude. You have this wasp spirit. It says, sometimes life stings. So again, I feel like you're probably releasing something here, but let's see. Yes. You literally start with the Queen of Swords. The thing with that I love about the Queen of Swords is that her back is to the past. She is only focused on the future, and it's literally your first card, which, entering into a new year, that you really can't beat that. So, I love that energy for you. To me, it says that you're kind of like, leaving just the garbage from maybe the past few years in the past, and you're kind of like moving forward. Yeah, I feel you're very focused on work, which again, really doesn't surprise me. You earth signs, I have a feeling, are all going to be focusing on work, for the most part, or increasing your finances, or, stabilizing your finances, whatever the case may be. So that's what's going on here. And there's plenty of love here as well, if you want love this year. So overall, it's looking pretty good. You have the Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. I do feel like you need to stop worrying about love for some of you. Obviously, I don't think this is true for all of you, but on that Nine of Swords, I get like too many fears or worries about love, and it is popping into my head as love. So, some of you, it kind of is like, just that fear that you're never going to have it, or that fear that you're never going to find it. And I feel that's kind of like what needs to be released here with the Nine of Swords. I feel like you have to leave some sort of comfort zone to get love. He has this blanket on his, on his lap here. And, I feel that for a lot of you, this is basically saying that you need to, release something or let go of something. That blanket is a comfort blanket, and he needs to get out. I always say that. And sorry, by the way, that I feel like someone moved all my cameras around, by the way, because everything is in a weird position, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, what I would say here is that, again, I feel for a lot of you, this is saying you need to get outside of a comfort zone. With the Nine of Swords, we can choose to be the bug or the windshield. There's a person right here that's hitting another person with a sword in this carving. And it kind of says that you have a choice. You can be the person getting hit by the sword, or you can be the one hitting. And you want to be the one hitting. So, you can be the bug or the windshield. You have the Lovers here. Clearly a new path opening up to you. Lovers is about being at a crossroads and having a choice to make. You go up to the King of Cups here. Could be a water sign, could be a Scorpio, another fixed sign. Could be any sign, general reading. But you go Eight of Pentacles to the King of Cups. You have the Ten of Cups there. Three of Cups, Four of Wands. I mean, this looks really good to me. So for those of you that want love, I feel there could be love coming in, but I feel like you have to open up with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she has that sword up but her hand out. And I kind of get the feeling that if you're attracting this person, it could be any gender, by the way, as well. The reason I'm saying this is because you have the Five of Pentacles here. It just kind of gives me the vibes of, like, if you attract a person, I feel like I've said this to you before as well, that if you're dealing with a new person, and it's like if they sense that you're like closed off or whatever, I feel like they're just not even going to deal with it, And I'm not calling you out here, but I'm just saying, I feel like this person has dealt with a lot of people who play them, and play a lot of games. So I feel like this person has zero tolerance policy for any sensing any game playing. I'm not saying you have to be like ridiculously open with this person or anything, but I am saying you have to open up if you want to be with that person. So there you go. But let's see where this is going. I do feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in here. With the Queen of Swords, you're going to have to be adaptable. Maybe that's what you're learning. It's kind of funny because it is popping into my head as a lesson. It's like maybe you're learning this from this person. So if you meet a person this year, it could be a person who teaches you how to be more flexible, more adaptable, more go with the flow. I'm getting like a weird message here as well that I'm not even, I can't really pick up on it, but it's like saying something about, I almost feel like you're attracting a person. This might not even be in love. Take it how it resonates. It could be a business partner or just a person in general that you deal with that's like teaching you that you have to push past that first point of failure. I don't know, that's not what's popping into my head. I'm trying to decode what I'm getting here, but it's almost like if you have a habit of like starting something and quitting, or getting disappointed, then you don't continue working, past that disappointment on like projects or businesses, or it could be whatever you're working on. I feel that in a lot of ways this could also just be a mentor, like a person. And again, it is popping to my head as love, but whatever. If you don't want love, that's fine. I feel like this person teaches you that, like, no, not to take no for an answer. It's almost like this person is popping into mana. It's like very bold, very assertive. It's like maybe they teach you how to push past those points. With the Nine of Swords, you have this harmony card. Yes, I feel like you are focusing on, creating more peace and harmony in your life. A lot of people, have been getting messages like that this for this year that, that they could be working on, creating more peace, harmony, whatever. With the Lovers, you have this influence card. Definitely love coming in for you. So this can say be careful of external influences. A lot of people this year have had, these messages of like other people, like third parties, not as in like a third party, but just another person getting involved in relationships. So if you have like friends that are always telling you that are just like miserable and that are telling you to like break up with a person or whatever for no reason, I would avoid those people. Or again, I've had like a lot of tricky messages of like people of you getting together with a person like their ex messages you. It came up for Virgo. You could be attracting a Virgo. That's why I'm saying this. Because again, you do have Earth here as well. So it could be another Earth sign. Whatever, take it how it resonates. But it's like their ex could be messaging you, saying something, and it's like I would go directly to the source. I feel like I've said this to you before, Taurus, as well. So especially if you're dealing with an Earth sign, I would say that this definitely, it's like maybe you got a message from their ex or something, and it's just not true. So there you go. Next what are we doing? The unexpected. You have this unicorn. It says good fortune and friendship. Yes. See, I do feel this could be a mentor as well. I'm also getting, it could be someone that is the same sex as you. So, it could be, whatever you are. It's like, it could just be a friend. But I feel like this person, again, I don't know why this is so important, but I feel like they push you past that point where you give up on something. Like you start something and then it doesn't work out. You get disappointed. I feel like they help you see a way past those disappointments. Pop it into my head very clearly. You have this, a close friend acts on your behalf. Are you kidding me? So clearly there are people who are wanting to support you very, very closely. I'm also getting that this could be a family member. Your family is going to be very supportive this year, I feel. And I feel like your family could also be helping you increase your fortunes. I didn't even realize you have so many good cards of great fortune. You have this turkey spirit. That turkey spirit is like the Empress kind of energy. It's a card of abundance. Turkeys represent abundance as well. You have this card that says good fortune on it. So you have like these cards of great good fortune coming in for you. You have these Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of beliefs. I believe that we are in a time where we really need to believe in ourselves more than ever. So I encourage people to do whatever they can to, kind of increase their confidence, to overcome self-doubt, like any exercises, anything that works for you. I would be doing those things because I think we need to. And I know it sounds obvious, and it is obvious, but nobody does the obvious. I literally have a book right here. I read this book all the time, right? It's literally called Obvious Atoms. It literally sits right next to me here where I do my readings because it's all about, people doubt obvious information. The whole point of this book is that people, kind of miss what is obvious because I think we're trained to work hard, like as we grow up. So we're trained to look for complex solutions. And, I think for you, Taurus, you have that adaptability card, and I would read that book. I think you can listen to it on YouTube, by the way. It's called Obvious Atoms, and it's about like 30 minutes long. Listen to it on triple speed, 10 minutes. There you go, right? But, one of my favorite new books. I discovered it this year, so and it blew my mind, right? So don't be afraid to do what is obvious. Don't come up with these crazy, complex solutions. If you are working on a business or a career, again, I think you've made things too complicated. But actually, the good news is I feel the Eight of Pentacles is hard work and diligence. So to me, this is saying that you're discovering a more simple way to do things. And I'm not saying it's not going to be hard work. I'm just saying it's less complicated, It's like I always get some sort of comment, like whenever I say more simple, that, like I didn't make $1 billion last week and you said I would. I'm like, nope, never said that. Never said that. I said, maybe I need to like spell out my words for the slow people in the back. But, what I would say is, I said simple. That does not mean less work. It means that you're just discovering a way to do things that is easy. I work on this for like a couple hours a day. This is not this is simple, but it's not necessarily not work, right? It's a lot of work to do these videos. So there's a great example. But what I would say here is that it's like you're doing the work that matters is what I'm getting. You have the Death card. Some sort of transformation in your love life, clearly. You go 4 of Wands to the 10 of Cups here. So you could really be discovering something really good for you if you want love. This could be a very solid connection. To me, the Ace of Pentacles can be an offer of marriage, and you have the Four of Wands here. So if you're hoping to get married in the future, this clearly could be a very good year for you for meeting a person. Again, Earth, Scorpio stands out to me. Could be any sign, general reading. Could be a general water sign as well. With the Seven of Wands, you have this Lust card here. I feel like this is something that you tried to close off from as well. Some of you, it's like, I'm wondering if this is you. Remember, what did I just say? Because I actually don't remember what I just said a minute ago, if I'm being honest with you, but I never remember. But, what I would say is it's almost like, it's like I felt like this person, remember, I was saying something about how, it's like I feel like if they sense that someone's playing games, they're just not even going to bother, And I'm wondering if you are like, if you are sensing that someone is too lusty, if you're not going to bother, right? So is this something that needs to be overcome? I don't know. We have to look into it because I do feel like there's a little bit of a blockage to like something that could be a good relationship coming in for you this year. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have this drama card. I think both people are trying to avoid the drama is what it is, and through work right here. So, I knew right away with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you're attracting someone who has been hurt. It's like you've both been hurt, but maybe in different ways, or but you've both been left out in the cold. Two people here. Again, Scorpio gets this message with me, and Virgo gets this message with me all the time. So it could be one of those signs, right? And what I would say here is that it could also be a Leo I'm getting. So it could be any sign. General reading. It doesn't matter. And what I would say here is that I feel like both people, you and a future person, are both like trying to protect yourself through work. So it's like you could both be burying yourself in work and avoiding meeting new people or whatever. So we're going to have to see. It does look like you're going to overcome this just based off this right here. But definitely something that needs to be overcome if you want to be with a person, obviously. With the Death card, you have this versatility card. Yes, you have the adaptability card, the versatility card. Last year, if you're watching this in 2023 and 2022, at the end of the year, we had that eclipse in Taurus. That Taurus eclipse was all about learning, how to be flexible, learning all the different ways to do things. And I really feel you need to be flexible because it's like, I get this thing where it's like, you've been trying to accomplish something in your life. I feel like there's this one spot where it's like you get to that spot and it's like there's a disappointment or something doesn't work out. And it's like there's another spot out here, right? And that's where success is going to happen. But it's like you're getting stuck on something here, And I wish I had a better way to verbalize that for you, but I don't. So I think there is no good answer other than to push past that where you have been, stopping yourself, right? Next, you have the Sixth House card. It says sustainability. You have this conjunction card. It says alliance on it. So, hey, there you go. It's funny that I said something about that alliance card there. I really felt like a mentor or, that there could be a person who comes in for you that really helps you, and it does not have to be love. For some of you, I do feel it is love. For others, I just feel, like I said, it could be like a parent, a sibling. It's definitely someone who's close to you because you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, both cards of like family, your community, people who are close to you. And it's like someone helps. I feel like is a person who helps you discover what this spot is out in front of you, what that thing is that you need to push past. So definitely something that's popping into my head as well. Also, I feel like something about sustainability is popping to my head, but weird message here that I'm getting. It's like, I feel like there's something that you've been doing, like a habit, or, it could be like your diet or whatever. And it's like, it's like you could be like changing your diet or something because it's not sustainable or, or maybe it's just not sustainable for you. I don't know. I'm getting like a message like that. So if you are doing that, I feel it's going to be good for you, whatever you're doing. So, there you go. You have the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. The King of Cups, again, could be a water sign coming in for you. I really feel, though, that this is going to be one of those years where our emotions kind of like dictate our reality, which I think is always true, but every single person has had the King of Cups, I've noticed so far. And King of Cups has very deep emotions. So like on a collective level, this would tell me that, our emotions are going to dictate our reality. The other thing is, I think we're in a time of two realities. You see here that he has these choppy waters around him. On the highest vibration version of the King of Cups, he doesn't really care what's going on around him. He is focused on creating his own reality. He is focused on what he can do with what he's got right in front of him, right? And he is not all bent out of shape about every little thing that's going on, like in the world or whatever's going on around him or whatever. And I always stress, someone always says, like, how dare you not care about the rare, Peruvian hamster that's going extinct, right? It's like, if you're one of those people that wants to worry about every little thing, go for it. See how that works out for you. But, we can't create change from that place. So if you truly want to create change, then you have to focus on making your world around you the best you possibly can so that you can actually be in a place to make change. And so that's what I feel like is going on here, is that you are focusing on your emotions. But again, I would focus on creating positive emotion and doing more things that make you feel good so you can do more things that make the world feel good, right? You have the Four Wands. Four Wands is a card of marriage. So again, if you want love, I feel like there could be love that's coming in for you here with the Four Wands. And it could be, of course, leading to marriage. You have the Four Wands, which is a card of marriage. But the thing about the Four Wands is that you always get the Four Wands with me. And the Four Wands is really a card of freedom. It's a card of setting yourself free. But it's not even like that. It's more you doing things that make you feel free. It's like, it's like, I'm at a loss for words here, Taurus. If you want to only work 3 days a week, is that something that would make you feel free? And if the answer is yes, I'm sure there's a way you can do it, literally. So, it's like, I think that you're in a place where it's almost like you could be designing your own life. You could be saying, like, these are the things that I would like to do, which I'm a big freaking fan of, kind of like scripting out your life. I think it's a great idea to imagine what your ideal life would be. Like, what would it be? What would you do every single day? And then start working towards that. Is it something, is it going to be possible to accomplish like right away? Hell no. But I think working towards it is a good idea. And I think you're kind of doing that here. You have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is two people that need to pull their heads out of their butts is what I would say. And you and another person, especially if you want love, especially if it's a Scorpio, a Virgo, one of those signs, something like that. It could be any sign, general reading. But I think both people need to wake up. It's like, time is ticking, life is short, right? And so I kind of feel that here. I also do feel that a lot of you are actually, I feel like you're improving your finances, but I feel like you need to focus on your strengths. There is a solution to the Five of Pentacles, which is focus on your strengths, don't, and double down on them. Don't focus on your weaknesses, right? I don't know if it's school or what, but I think people think like, I'm convinced that it's school trauma. Trauma is what I'm going to call it, where it's like we think we have to pass some sort of test, right? But there's no test to pass. So I feel like you need to realize that like something doesn't have to be perfect. And I also think we're taught that like, in like work or business, we have to, get better at things that we're just not good at. But it's like, why not instead just double down on the good stuff and focus on that? With the King of Cups, you have this idealism card. I don't think there is such a thing as an ideal relationship, but, I think that you could be attracting something that seems ideal, that seems very solid, that is, definitely a very good connection. You have a lot of air showing up here. Aquarius, you have Gemini here as well. So, right here. It could be a person who's an Aquarius or Gemini or has those in their chart. You have this Four Wands, you have this detachment card. Both people need to let go of outcomes as well. I'm reading for two people here. It's like you and a person you're interested in if you want love. And so I feel like you need to detach from outcomes. For those of you that are worrying about this place that's in front of you where you have to get to that next place, again, you could be too much attached to the results or, the outcome that you are going to get. I think the second you release that is the second you're going to find success. With the Five of Pentacles, you have this impulsiveness card. Maybe impulsiveness has gotten both people in trouble. It's almost like an overcorrection here. I've been getting this energy for a few people where it's like maybe you feel like you were impulsive in love in the past where you like jumped right into something and you really got hurt. And so I feel that you're afraid of being impulsive, but I actually feel there's something good coming in here because next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this gate that says opportunities home. You have this home card that says relocation home on it. So if you are moving or traveling, you could be finding love through that, or you could be just, eventually in the future moving in with a person. So definitely very solid connection stuff going on here. If you want to move, by the way, definitely a move. So I feel a lot of you could be, preparing or doing things to move. You have the Ten of Cups, which is like fortune after difficulty. So love this. I think this year is going to be a lot better for you, Taurus, if you focus on getting past that point, that marker, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't even say it's a barrier or I wouldn't even say that it's anything real that exists. I think it's just a belief that you need to push past. But I see like a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you. I also see a lot of opportunity as well. I feel like you are increasing your finances, right? And so I think there's a lot of opportunity to increase your finances, but this just is, I'm not going to like sugarcoat it or anything like that. Although I think this is a good thing, by the way. I think this is a foundational year for you. Just looking around here, to me, it looks like you are kind of like building the foundation of something new. And maybe over the next few years, is how like something really develops. So let's say you've been planning on building a business, or you have some sort of dream that you're working towards. I feel like this will go down in history as the year that you got started, and so I hope that makes sense. It's like this year is the year where you actually lay the foundation. And again, I feel like, people always say like, oh, I want to make $1 million right now. And I'm like, that's totally possible. But it's like, you have to start somewhere, right? It's like, you can't just jump to the finish line here. And, I feel like this reading is saying like, it's not a bad thing to be at a place of the foundation, right? And that's where you're at. You have the Three of Cups. I really feel as you're working on something that people are going to pop out of like all over the place. It's like things are going to start rolling. Things are going to start happening for you. Things are going to just like fall into place. And this could be like people helping you, mentors showing up like out of nowhere. And so I feel like there are a lot of kind of like those types of spiritual signs that are happening for you, where it's like, you need help doing something, and someone pops up and does it for you, or it's like all that type of stuff. And I feel like this is like a master builder year for you. It's like you have 44, and the number 22 is this is a little bit of a reach, right? But number 22 is the master builder number, so. I feel for a lot of you that you could be, it's just popping into my head that way. With the Ten of Cups, you have this originality card, more Aquarius energy. Could be an Aquarius or someone with Aquarius that you're attracting into your life. I do feel like there's like a lot of original energy, of course. Pluto will officially be in Aquarius at the end of this year, 2024. And so I feel for a lot of you that, anything original, new, and Uranus and Taurus, by the way, is super innovative. So, any original ideas you have could be very successful. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have this protection card, something that you are meant to do something. I feel like if you've had a plan and it hasn't been working out, or something that you want to do, it's like it's protected. You're meant to do it. With the Three of Cups, you have this publicity card, a lot of attention coming in for you. Like I said, it's like, when as you're doing something that you're meant to be doing, I feel you're going to be getting like the attention, the accolades, people wanting to reach out to you, or, all sorts of stuff, right? You have this Horse card. It says short journey. Yeah, anything you could do to travel would be really good for you. You have all this good travel stuff. You have this Crown. It says honor and respect will come to you. Yes, I feel you're getting a lot of recognition and attention. You have the Seahorse. It says family matters. A lot of family stuff going on here. I feel like there's a lot of support from your family or people that you consider family, like friends, family, things like that. You have this Whale. It says great worry over nothing. Yes, don't be the sad whale, right? I feel for a lot of you that it's that thing that causes doubt inside of you. I feel you need to maybe work on that, or overcome it. You have this Tankard. It says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. We see a ton of celebration here. 4 Wands, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups. I would take advantage of any opportunities to socialize. You also have this career card as well, so definitely growing in your career. Pretty simple. Really good reading. Again, I really feel it's going to go down in history, like I said, as the year where you kind of got started, but it looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your year.